everyone. Welcome to Alchemy Theater's Geneva Kent Center for the Arts and the 7th Annual West Virginia Shakespeare Festival. Our next guests are some of our favorites, and we have them back every year, and that it is the Fencing Club from Marshall University. So let me introduce to you the Fencing Club from Marshall University.
All right.
As he said, we are the Marshall University Fencing Club. My name's Lily. I am the president of the club. I started fencing back in 2020, I think? Yes, 2020, in March of 2020. I went to 2 sessions and then we got locked down. So that was very fun. But yeah, we are a school club. You don't have to be a Marshall student to join, so almost everyone in this audience, maybe not the little kids, can soon can join and come stab. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun, and we supply all the gear, so that's pretty awesome. So with us here today, we have Del Kroll, who is our lovely-ish advisor. We have Amy, and she is with the SCA group, which does more historical fighting. We have Tristan and Levi, 2 of our youngest members of the fencing club, and Andrew, who is like our SCA leader. So he kind of leads the historical fencing stuff. If you'd like to explain a bit about SCA,
Sure.
I don't know much about it.
Society for Creative Anachronism is medieval and Renaissance. We do everything from the cutting and thrusting kind of swords, like this, and shields, up through the fencing. We stop before you guys do the modern fencing. So we give, and I started fencing in about 1976, so I've been doing it for quite some time. So I also help out with the Marshall fencing. So this is actually what's called a messer. This is a medieval cutting and thrusting sword that was used by civilians. You can cut, you can thrust. It has an edge on the back. This is, of course, dull, so it doesn't hurt anybody, at least not too much. We can't swing full force. And from this evolved the rapier. And of course, in Shakespearean times, the rapier became the predominant weapon. It was designed for unarmored combat, so you had protection for your hand because you only had a thin leather glove or your bare hand. You'd be carrying it around when the example, you're walking around town, going to the pub or the tavern, or going from one town to another on the highways. Of course, highwaymen were a real thing. They would rob you, kill you, etc. So in Shakespeare, of course, we have a number of cases, especially in Romeo and Juliet, with duels. Right.
Yeah. So like he said, the rapier was kind of the weapon at Shakespeare's time. So in most Shakespearean plays, if they are doing time accurate, that's probably what they will be fencing with. So first we are going to have Andrew and Amy doing 3 touches. Do you want to do 1 or 3 touches?
What do you think?
That's up to you. Let's do 3. We have time.
Okay, we got time. And we're going to use rapier, and Amy's got in her other hand a buckler, which is a smaller version of the shield that we used to have.
And so SCA, they have some different rules than classic Olympic fencing. They fight in the round, so that means they don't have to stay, across from each other. They can go around. There's a lot of different types of cuts. And also with usual fencing, if you get hit, that's their point. In SCA, I like to call it Black Knight rules, because if you get hit in the arm, you lose your arm. If you get hit in the leg, you lose your leg. And so you just got to fight until you have no limbs left. Headshot, immediate out. So, are you observing this one? All right.
Right. And so some things to observe about their outfits. We'll be doing the NCAA/Olympic style fencing toward the latter half of our program. So stuff that you could be watching right now on Peacock, but you're seeing Bloodshed live now, which I think is a much better choice. So some things to observe, because as Lily mentioned, since they're doing it in the round, you will notice that the amount of gear that they have is a lot more protective. So for example, we've got bigger wristlets, we have the back of the head is protected. I mean, you're not supposed to attack somebody from behind, but you'll also notice that Amy has a metal bourget, since it is possible to get hit in the neck. if you're unlucky enough to have a neck.
These are
It's
lots
happened
different
twice,
than
not during
Olympic
this.
weapons.
Right, yeah, and so if you should happen to show up for one of our practices, which are we Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday?
Probably Monday, Wednesdays.
Okay, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, 7 to 8:30 in the band room of the Henderson Center, so the big basketball arena, bottom floor.
It's really
Listen
creepy.
for the shouts. Or if you join our Discord or find us on Facebook, we post all of our meeting times there, and you can also ask us questions. All we ask is that you have closed-toed shoes and long pants, and that's the most protective gear that you, as Lily said, we've got everything else.
Yeah,
All right,
Converses
and
are
if you're a gent, you might want to, yeah. So if, now, I don't know if at the end of the show, you're raffling off the rhinestone copies. Okay, yeah, so that might not be as good to wear because, you know, rhinestones would flash everywhere. Anyway, so let's get to our first bout. All right, so if there's a touch, as Lily said, if it's on the head or body, someplace where all the really good red jelly flies out, then that is a point. Otherwise, a limb, you lose that limb. All right, fencers, are you ready?
Yes.
On guard? All right.
Feel free to pick who you think will win and cheer them on and boo the other one.
Red socks, red socks, red socks, red socks, red socks.
Excellent. So is that arm or leg? Okay. I
My
guess
leg
that'll be legs.
also.
All right. So you see they both lost their legs, but they need to fence
We
from
check
the
to make
sitting
sure we
position.
can actually get each other.
All right.
It wouldn't be fair if I was out of Amy's reach, although I might not like to be.
All right. Fencers ready?
Yep.
Alley. All right. So point to Red Sox. Thank you for the cheer. All right. So we're doing best of three. Fencers ready? On guard? Alley.
Get her leg.
Butler, let's go Butler.
Yeah, we can't lose up with the buckler. That was a period move, but we don't like to hurt our friends.
Yeah, modern liability.
Leg.
Yeah. So you want to hop, or are you gonna be on your leg?
Nah, she was
It was
flat.
flat, so
Okay.
no, actually
You
it's
gotta
not.
turn, edge.
You comfy?
Yep.
All right. I like it.
I'm red socks.
Deb.
All right. All right. So is that 2 points, Andrew?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's best two of three, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So match goes to Andrew once more. How much money do you have? Bet any money?
Here, I'll bet $6.
Actually, get half the bag next time before we go. We'll put it. All right.
Our second weapon, which is a little easier to transport around than a buckler, is a dagger.
They're really fun. I don't know if we have any. I know we did have these like little rubber daggers, and we would use those to fight sometimes. I think we should get some more of those because those are really
Yeah, I
fun.
got it.
Lots of like close contact fighting. Really, really cool. I'm gonna pass it on the buckler so people can see it.
Actually, pass around hers too. Mine is aluminum, not period.
This is very
The other one is steel, very period,
And heavier.
and heavy.
That one's good.
All right. Fencers ready. On guard.
So get one.
Kill.
Red socks.
Are they red to cover the color of blood?
We're red socks. Nice.
Okay. So point right. On guard. Kill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Excellent. All right. Point left.
Have to do one.
Still anyone's game. Ready? Go.
Got my
Across the
script.
chest, I think you were second before.
All right, so 2 of 3. So go match to Amy. All right. Excellent. I think you owe somebody some money.
Amy loves that.
Yes.
And finally, this is one of the coolest ones, I think, to observe. So, Andrew, what are you doing?
This is called a cloak. It is just like it sounds. You would wear it around your body to keep warm, but if you're on the highway and somebody accosts you, this is a good way to defend yourself. If you wrap it around your arm, you can protect yourself against cuts, and you can also steer the other person's sword away.
And is there anything special that you have for fighting cloaks versus regular cloaks, or is this something you might wear with your outfit?
You just don't want anything that's going to get ripped up too bad.
Okay.
So mine is kind of heavy, hers is a little lighter.
All right, so right now, we are evenly matched. 1 match apiece. Andrew and Amy, are we ready?
Yes.
Fencers ready? Fence.
Andrew!
Come on, Blue.
So you'll notice that even though she hit his arm, because he had the cloak, it counts as a protection. All right. And because he lost his left arm, he now has to fence with his right.
I could just fence with my cloak, but I got out of that.
All right, go.
Sometimes people also, like when they're fencing with you,
Ooh,
will
nice.
throw the
That
cloak
strike all
on
the
them.
way.
It doesn't often work, but when it does, it's really fun.
Whoa.
Oh.
I think you got my head.
Excellent. So,
Yeah, you slap me on.
okay, so Andrew stabbed through the neck. He has now regrown his arm.
Yes!
Runes retained?
Oh, do you want to keep wounds retained?
Yes. She took my arm,
Okay.
so I'm going to keep going without my arms.
All right, so he's giving up his gecko heritage. Continue. All right, ready? Fence.
Red stop!
There.
Walk right into it.
Straight through. All right, so fencer salute. And shake. All right, round of applause.
So, round about the 18th century, about the time of Washington, people got tired of carrying around these heavy, bulky rapiers. Because you'd be at a dance and you know all about all the hoop skirts, and you keep hitting people, with your sword. So, because this was as much decoration as it was a weapon, you switch to what's called the small sword. It's only about a pound, very light. And you notice how this is a little more easy to carry around. Well, the foil, which we'll see next, became the practice weapon for the small sword. So you want to talk a little about
All right. So foil. Who has foil? Come here. Follow me, Chad. Foil, if you come to our club, foil is what you will be starting with. It is the weapon that everyone trains on because it is the most finesse weapon. And so if you get this down, you can get some of the other ones down. Target area for foil, arms out, is torso to down there, which is why we suggest cups. It is a stabbing weapon.
and also the back of the target.
And also the back is the target. So if you manage to get behind someone somehow, you could do that. They are very lightweight. They are very flexible, easy to move. And so yeah, everything here is target area. I'll get this back to you. So some of the things you'll learn is on guard. So if I said on guard, this is the starting pose that you are going to be in. It basically means get ready, I think. I don't know French.
On your guard.
On your guard, there we go. And then we will say fencers ready. They'll let us know they're ready. And then allez, which means fight. So I believe we should go ahead and start our foil match. Are you two doing foil together?
Yep.
Awesome. Good job.
Round about the the 18th century, they started to use masks because people got tired, especially the fencing masters, of losing their eyes. Fencing masters often had one or sometimes no eyes because they would practice without masks. So that's why we now wear masks, and it's a good idea.
Yes.
Because one of these through the eye is not a good idea. You notice that Levi here has what's called a pistol grip. It's an ergonomic grip, which is what all the Olympians now use. It's got a little more control, a little more strength. Right here. Yes. Whereas Tristan has what's called a French grip, which is the original grip. It's good to learn the basics, and actually many of the épée competitors, as we'll see later, still use this kind of grip. So if you want to...
Yeah, so some features that will be different from what we just observed is, as Lily said, target area is chest, not head, arms, or legs. And so the only points that count are the ones that hit the chest. Otherwise, it's a pause and then reset. Unlike with the last weapon, if you hit in the leg, you don't lose the leg. You just, again, does a reset. So we're going to be another 3-touch bout. We're pretty good at calling our own. Just something else to observe. So whereas we just observed some fencing of the round, this is very linear, right? So the you practice on an Olympic piste or fencing strip. Yeah, so why don't you both take another step closer to the audience? One more step closer to the audience?
Don't want you running into that.
All right, thank you. You're in the splash zone. I hope you have bronco ponchos. All right. So it's very linear. So so a fencing piece is 6 feet wide and 90 feet long. So it winds up concentrating your focus to just that small target area. And I can tell you, as somebody who was trained only on NCAA or Olympic style, the first time I did SCA fencing and someone took a step to the right, I had no idea what to do. I just suddenly working in 3 dimensions when you're used to 2 is really, really baffling. Okay, so fencers, salute. En garde. Allez. All right, so one other thing to explain is that in 2 of the weapons that we do, there's something called right-of-way, meaning the person who initiates the attack. If both people land simultaneously, the person who initiates the attack is the one who gets the point. So as the point was starting from my left, Tristan's side, he landed, and so point left. All right, would you take a step back that way? Thank you. All right, en garde. Allez.
Levi! Levi!
All right, so did he land, or was it short?
I believe it was flat.
Okay, so it wasn't the point did not hit, but the flat of the blade hit? Okay, so yeah, so again, like with the last weapon, since this is a pokey weapon and you want to get the raspberry jelly out, hitting with the flat of the blade doesn't matter. So 2 points left. Let's make this a 5-point bout. All right, and why don't you choke back on that a little bit? Your fingers are pretty close to the blade. All right, en garde. Allez. Yeah, both these fencers started this year. And as you can tell, they are younger than our normal martial students, so if you wanted to be cool like them, nice touch, excellent. So attack starts from the left, there's a parry, and then there are post lands, so point right. Right, Tristan 2 steps back.
What Levi did is called a parry with opposition, so he actually kept the sword there and thrust, and that way Tristan wasn't able to counter him. So that's a good lesson.
All right, en garde, allez. Nope.
Having an arm, that'd be off target.
It is possible to parry, guys. All right, there we go. So again, parry, repost, touch. So 2 all. Excellent. All right, 2 steps back. All right. Ready. Fight. You'll notice that they're keeping their back arms back because you're trying to minimize target area. The flatter you are towards the opponent, the more that you have exposed. So the more they keep their back shoulders back, they both have good form right here. Ooh, nice. Good use of distance, Tristan. Yes.
Something we also tell our fencers a lot, as much as it sounds nice to hit the blades, don't forget you're trying to stab people.
You will also notice that they're nice touch. Okay, good. Hold. Point right. He's already dead. All right. So something else to observe. One step back, Tristan.
In Olympic fencing, we have buzzers, so it would be easier to tell when it would light up red or green, depending on which side. So it's a little easier to tell.
Yeah, or if you watch, if a white light comes on, it means it hit the head or arms or legs. So you'll notice that when you watch Olympic fencing, that the fencers who are doing foil have a silver lame around the target area because the weapons are electrified. There's a transceiver on the belt, cord goes down the arm, connects to the weapon, tip up. And so when the tip gets depressed on a point that's electroconductive, it will send one type of signal to the box, but if it hits the other one, it'll send a different type of signal. Because that way, if you're hitting somebody here, especially people being super competitive in the Olympics, people lie, and so it's one of the ways to help foil liars. All right, so it's 2-3, 3-2, 2-3. All right.
2.
1,
3-2.
3-2, correct.
3, 2.
All right. I should be using Roman numerals. Oh, I am. All right, ready? Fence. So we're going up to 5 touches on this. All right, nice. Straight through. That landed, right?
I did not feel it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Called off. Ready?
In the Olympics, you actually have 4 judges all around, but you also have that electric sensor.
Fence. You also notice that they've got good footwork. You want your front foot to be directly in line with your blade. All right, arm, so not done. Center's here. Ready? Fence. If you have your foot turned to the side, all right, so
3-3.
was there a land? Did he land on you?
We both landed.
Okay, because the attack initiated from the right, so even though both landed simultaneously, I'm going to award the point to the right, so it's 4-2, match point. Tristan 2 steps back. Levi 1 step forward. There we go. Red. Fence. All right, good. So attack, even though both landed, attack initiated from the left. So same right-of-way rule applies. So 3-4, ready? Still match point. Fence. So arm, nothing done. Reset. Fence. Yeah, so if your foot is sort of angled to the side and you lunge on it, you might wind up rolling your ankle. All right, so attack initiates from the left, so even though both landed, point left. So this, we're at 4-4. This is what's called labelle, which is called the beautiful point, meaning that both the fencers are evenly balanced. So fencer salute. All right, Tristan 2 steps back. Levi 1 step forward. Ready? Fence. So that was arm, reset, fence. Arm, reset, fence. All right, so attack lands before the second attack lands. So award the point right to everybody. Well fought, right to the end.
So something about fencing that I absolutely love, I'm actually going to take those from you, is that fencing is for everyone. There is no one better body type, height, size, whatever to do fencing with. And if you could tell the difference between Kroll and I.
He's what
Pressure
you say, Archer?
Yeah, he is taller than me. He has been doing this for a lot longer than me, and he is
More charming, more dashing,
That's who you're talking about.
better educated. I mean, well, I mean, yeah. Where were you going with that?
it could still be an even match, more or less. So one of our favorite techniques to show this off is called the pressure glide. So the sword is broken down into 3 parts. The
The feeble?
feeble, the
Middle.
middle, and the fort.
Yeah. Or weak, medium, and middle, and strong.
Yeah. Or if you're like me and you really want to remember it, head, shaft, base. So if we are foible to foible, he can very easily
Hulk smash.
take it down. But if my blade was right here, I can walk all the way around like this. And are you putting any pressure on that?
No, not at all.
And same with me. So you can put.
Yes, because remember from physics, the closer you are to the fulcrum, the more energy it has.
Yeah. So we did this really fun thing called the pressure glide. And if you've ever seen in a movie where people are sword fighting, they go round and round and round and someone's sword goes flying off.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, kind of. So the pressure glide is really fun. So if they're like this, going up and down, someone can easily go and stab. And they
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Okay,
And
nice and slow. And I was genuinely resisting there, right? So
Yeah.
again, the physics of it, the closer that her fort is on my foible, nothing I can do, and I can't reach her, even with the pistol grip, which gives the greater force.
yeah. So that's just something really fun. And if you ever want to learn how to do that, come to fencing.
Yeah, you learn that at first aid thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so next I believe we are going to do épée or saber.
Yeah, saber.
Okay. Yeah. Shut this one off.
Okay.
All right, so second weapon we are using is saber. This is without a doubt the best fencing weapon. It is the most fun, it is loud, it is fast, it's dumb. That's why we like it.
Sloppy.
It is a slashing weapon, so when you get fun. Very satisfying. And who is doing saber?
I think it was Tristan. Right?
Hey, so target area for saber is the waist up, not including the hands. I have a saber jacket. I don't have it with me today, but it shows the marking. The reason saber is from here up is because saber was originally a cavalry weapon, and horses are expensive and valuable. People are not. So you don't want to hit the horse that they are riding on because you could use those. People, on the other hand, you can find them anywhere. Yeah, this is definitely the most fun weapon. It's very slashy, it's very fun, and you can stab with a saber. I don't know why you'd want to, because whacking someone is very satisfying. So, yes.
And Ed, are you touching?
Yes. Fencers salute each other. Salute the crowd. Salute the referee.
And salute someone who inspires you.
Internet.
Okay. Okay, yep, step that way. Okay.
Not
Ready?
too far.
Lay on.
Ale.
Okay. It looked like Dell attacked, thrust with his point, and it was a touch. So 1-0. Ready? Fence.
This is only a slightly uneven match.
Insufficient
Okay.
parry at this point.
Yeah. Tristan attacked here. It was parried, but then he re-attacked, called a remise, and hit. So 1-1. Ready? Fence.
Okay, I actually know it's his attack through.
Yeah. Tristan attacked. Dell parried, but didn't finish the parry. Tristan attacked through. 2-1.
But I got to hit him on the head, which is my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Which
hitting
you
people
really
on the
love.
head and saber is so much fun.
Ready? Fence. Okay, I didn't see anything. Was there a touch
Oh,
on the
yeah.
head?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, he lost an eye.
Okay. 2-2.
Oh man,
Come on, Cyclops.
Okay. Ready?
that's not nice.
Fence. Oh, okay. Tristan attacked. Dell parried. Counterattack to the flank. 3-2. Going 5. Ready? Fence. Okay.
I think Tristan hit first. I may be wrong.
I think Tristan actually hit you as you were coming in.
Yeah.
Right, so
Yours looked a lot cooler. actually hit first.
Right, because what
And he was on the attack.
in this situation, Tristan actually did have right of way because as I was cocking my weapon around, this is not an attack until the hand starts moving forward. So he hit into preparation, as it's called.
So power does not count in this.
There is no rule of cool in fencing.
I mean, there is, but
Well,
I
yeah.
got
Okay.
more legs.
would that be 3-3?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
3-3. Okay, ready? Fence.
Ooh, good.
Okay.
Nice attack.
Tristan, they both clash blades, which looks cool, but then Tristan cuts under the arm, so 4-3. So match point.
Yep.
Ready? Fence. Oh! He uses the thrust. And now it's 4-4, La Belle.
If you want to be really dramatic, join fencing.
think of dramatic, whatever dramatic music you prefer. Ready? Fence. Okay, it looks like Dell swung towards the legs, which are on a target, and then Tristan wisely up and did a stop cut to the arm. So 5-4.
No, it's the other way around. So
Oh.
stop cut.
You did a stop cut under here. Okay, so 5-4. Dell wins.
Yes. Salute.
Okay.
Nicely done. Excellent.
Now we come to the
Hold on.
Prince of Weapons.
No,
We have a disagreement about this.
we do have a disagreement. So when you're fencing, one of the most important moves that you do is the lunge, and that is to get close enough to the person. And there are a couple different types of lunges. So I'm going to set my phone down so nothing falls out of my pocket. But the main lunges that you will see us do is just kind of the basic fencing lunge.
Here you go.
You will see a redouble, which is, yeah. So a basic fencing lunge is just like that. A redouble is if I'm back here and I lunge and I'm not close, you step up and then stab. There is the appel. Appel means to call out, and so it's kind of a fake attack. So, like miss, no. And then there is the balestra, which usually I can't do, but I'm going to do it today because whatever. This one is really fun. It's a jump attack, and see if I can still do it.
Good.
And then there's the squat lunge, which no one likes, but I will do it anyway because I like you guys.
Always good to run first.
Yeah. And so if you're fighting someone taller than you, I am often fighting someone taller than me, and you want to get under there, you go, you squat down, and lunge.
Oh.
It's as painful as it looks. One of our fencers, 3 times now doing that lunge, has ripped his pants. 3 times.
That's why knickers are everywhere.
Was it Andrew?
It was Jake, my friend Jake.
It's really the start.
Yeah. So next we have epee, which is just another weapon that no one cares about.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the evolution of the dueling weapon. So this is one where it is the ultimate sort of gentlemanly weapon where instead of hurting your opponent, you only need to land a single touch anywhere head to toe. And because both people can land simultaneously, it also demonstrates the elegance of the art. It's one of the reasons why we wear fencing whites traditionally, because you'll notice that the blade is very heavy. It's got a really thick button on the end. Once upon a time, it used to be concave with a small little point in it and red chalk, so that if you make a hit, it would catch, and you would see the catch on the clothing. Because again, people like to cheat, people like to lie, but it's one of those ways that we can demonstrate that there actually was a tangible hit.
Yeah. And the fun thing about this, like he said, it is head to toe. So if we are going, and you could do like a very satisfying touch like that, or you could go up here and then just boop, and that would count. Or just hitting like just the wrist. So it's a very satisfying, you can hit anywhere for this weapon, front and back.
And this was originally developed in the 19th century because people were playing with foil and they were playing to multiple touches, and they said, wait, people are dying because they're practicing unrealistically. So the epee originally was to 1 point. In the first Olympics, it was a 1 point thing. Now we go to a regular number of 15 points. But today we'll just do 5.
Yeah. so we'll have Andrew and Levi fencing. Again, once again, as Lily said, one thing that's excellent about this sport is, yeah, you don't have to be any particular body type, style, conditioning level in order to do well. Because in basketball, it really does help if you're tall. Wrestling, it really does help if you're squat. But here, you figure out how to use the weapon to best protect yourself and to best engage in your attacks.
The only real advantage is if you have a lower center of gravity. That makes it a lot easier because you don't have to go down as far.
Yeah, it's one of the few areas where one of the few sports where women have a definite advantage because of sort of the body mechanics of it. Now, if you have a big, long monkey arms like mine, you can sometimes cheat over we folk.
Well, some of us have a bigger target area.
In the U.S. is
That's
a woman, and 2 women are fighting right now for the women's gold medal, both in the U.S.
Yeah, and tomorrow at 3 is the women's saber, which I'm probably going to watch because saber is the best.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really cool.
All right. Again, head to toe. It's a pokey weapon. Fencers ready? Or salute. Salute the crowd. Salute your new follower on Instagram.
We do have an Instagram. The person who runs it is not good at running it.
Have you? Yeah.
All right, ready? Go. All right, and Levi's was flat, so point right. Ready? Fence.
Red Sox.
Oh, he got
Red
you.
Sox rules. Red Sox.
Oh, all right, great. Touch left. Yeah, one of the most annoying touches right on the wrist. Nicely done. Excellent.
So satisfying.
Ready? Fence.
Levi. Red Sox. Levi, go.
Go Levi.
Oh, throw it out. So you notice that even though they were sawing on each other, the poison's in the tip, not on the side. All right, ready? Reset. Fence.
Red Sox. Woo. Got this, Levi.
All right. Most palpably dead. All right. To right, on guard. Ollie.
Come on, Red Sox.
Come on, Levi. Show me his boss.
Levi. Red Sox.
Oh, Conway gives you a little more reach.
Red Sox. Red Sox.
Oh!
Nice. Did both touch?
Yes.
All right. So this is a.
I hit his body, but he hit my arm.
All right. So 2, 3. Ready. Fence.
Didn't help me.
Come on, Red Sox. I still believe in you, Levi. Red Sox. Levi. Come on, Red Sox.
All right. Okay. Hold. Touch right. So 4-2. Match point. So we make it up, Levi.
Red
Ready.
Sox. Red Sox.
Hit him in the face.
Fence.
Changing allegiances.
Red Sox. Red Sox.
Levi.
Red Sox.
Make everything red.
And you get
All right.
red.
Hold. So it's flat. Throw it out. Ready. On guard. Ollie.
Come on, Red Sox. Red Sox.
Check your shins. They are
Yeah, so what-
unguarded.
One interesting detail is when you. Oh, all right. Great.
Nice.
Nice hit. So 3, 4. Did you hit 4? Yeah.
Was he ahead?
No, you were ahead.
Oh, okay.
So it's you're not done yet. He's not quite dead. All right, ready?
Not dead yet.
Thanks. So when you walk to the Olympics, you will notice that the piece that they're okay. There we go. Nicely done. Round of applause for all of our combatants today.
So if you are interested in doing what we do, which you should, because it is a lot of fun. I do have a link to our Discord. You could also message us on, I believe we have a Facebook, we have an Instagram that I am not good at running, and our advisor didn't even know we had it until a couple months ago when I brought it up.
You mean moments ago?
No, during class.
Oh, okay.
But it's a lot of fun. We will meet Mondays and Wednesdays, probably 7 to 8:30. Need to work out some details. But it is a lot of fun, and we love to get to do things like this. We love getting to show off.
We also do some social events too.
We
Like
do some
we've gone to
social
the Ohio Renaissance Festival.
We've been there.
We've done fencing, movie night.
Yeah, we've done fencing movie night. We do dinners out sometimes.
Like the Princess Bride.
We did Princess Bride. I haven't heard back from them yet, but we will probably be at the Rio Grande Renaissance Fair this year, which is very exciting. I'm just waiting to hear back. We were at the Harmony House Renaissance Fest earlier this year, and we've been officially invited back for next year, which is very exciting. So yeah, if you ever
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes for questions.
Yeah, anyone have any questions or want to see anything or hold anything?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it like being a fencer?
It is so much fun. When I first started college, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do any clubs, I'm not going to do any sports. I'm too nerdy and too unathletic. Well, now I'm the president of a fencing club, so I guess I was kind of right. In my statement, I am definitely too nerdy. But it is really just so much fun. Anyone else has?
Yeah, we're the only opportunity for fencing with it between here and Lexington. Or if you want to go up to the other school that shall not be named, West Virginia University. They have a fencing team as well. But yeah, we're really the only game in town. We fence each other, and it's a genial group of folks.
And some people are starting out, some people have been fencing for years. Either way is fine.
Yeah. And you don't have to have any experience. When I first started, I'd never seen fencing in real life. I'd seen it in movies. I love movies like Princess Bride and all those things. But I had no idea what I was doing. And now, 4 years later, I'm the president of the club, and I'm so happy to be here. And it's so fun getting to teach new people, getting to invite your friends and then hit them, getting to have one of your professors be the advisor. So if he's really annoying you in class that day, you can go and hit him, which happened a lot last year.
It's cheaper than therapy, although go to therapy.
Yes.
And you don't get arrested.
Yeah. And you can legally stab people. Yeah, any other questions?
Any last questions?
I also have a photo book that you guys can look through. I can have it out there.
Okay, we want to thank Alchemy Theater for giving us the chance to be here in front of all of you, so thank you all.
Thank you.
I hope you all have your tickets for Something Rotten, or else you'll be very sad.
If you don't, we might have a couple walk-ups tonight. We always don't. We would never do. We sold out an entire room, Something Rotten, which is extremely impressive, frankly. So I'd like to thank ourselves for that. I want to thank the Marshall fencing team for being here and closing out the festival performances today. They can come here, and the kids' classical workshop earlier are all sponsored by the West Virginia Humanities Council. We would not be able to put on this festival without a generous grant from the Humanities Council, so we're very thankful for them. We could not do literally what we do without them. So let's have a hand for the Humanities Council. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you, Dr. Cole. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you to all the other fighters here. We really appreciate you guys coming in and doing this with us. We have some forms that everybody needs to fill out to say that you were here, that we can send back to the Humanities Council. Talk about what you saw, what you liked, what you didn't like, etc. Please take a moment to fill those out. They're over here on the chair with some pens. Thank you all for being here. And if you're staying to see Something Rotten later, we hope to see you then too. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.